This is Halloween. No more.
No.
Done.
So when do you put up your tree? When do you transition?
When do you put up your tree?
Well, I used to be a after Thanksgiving person, but then I was like, I am an adult. This is
do
my
what I want.
house. That's my tree, my house. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the one doing it all.
Listen,
Like,
I grew up in my mother is a psychopath.
I mean, my mom, her birthday is October, and so she's very much in October. Like,
yeah.
I grew up with like, my mom would throw all out Halloween parties. Like, she would build a haunted house in our barn.
I was there.
Yeah, well, these were in Springfield.
Oh.
Like, it's been a while.
I mean, we're very big Halloween people also.
Me too. And I love fall. I've never, ever in my life liked fall decorations.
Like Thanksgiving.
No. My Thanksgiving decorations are Christmas decorations.
I agree.
Because it's the holidays.
I agree.
And at the holidays, I want red and green Santa puke everywhere.
Me too.
Are we going?
Oh, we're going? We're rolling.
Welcome to the world's okayest podcast.
AKA
Scissor Sisters. We do hair, so hence the scissoring.
I feel like people think we're very unfriendly. Is it our faces?
Books,
Movies.
hair,
Dudes.
songs,
Kids.
mom stuff.
This is what it's like to spend a day with us.
This is us.
All day. We're just raw dogging this thing.
I had a warrant out for my arrest.
I can't. You just called me a meth addict.
Suck my anxiety out of my body. Do we need your hearing checked? Because I said, are we going?
We weren't technically going. I was just trying to get a candid, normal talk and keep it like.
I guess you could say that.
But then you stop talking.
You could say, yeah, keep going. Yeah, go.
Go.
I don't know.
You're
Okay.
dumb. Because you're the producer. I need some direction, producer. I don't even. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Am I
hadn't
cutting
done
in
that.
and out?
Can you hear this?
Can you hear me? Can you hear this?
It's ASMR.
Ew. I fucking hate ASMR. It's the devil. Can you
Sound
hear
check.
me? Testing. 1, 2, 3.
La.
Oh.
Oh, I got an issue. I don't really want to do this. I want to go eat something.
That Mexican smelled real good when I pulled in.
I didn't smell it.
And if I
did smell the burning building downtown when I drove
What?
through.
What? Oh. Yeah.
I wonder if they're
What
going to
happened there?
demolish it now. Like,
I don't know. I thought forever ago they were supposed to make it into like fucking apartments, and then nobody did anything.
I think it was a plan. I don't know that it was supposed to happen like yet.
Oh,
I mean,
I feel like they've said that for a trillion years.
I don't think it was a trillion. I think it's a few. Yeah. Episode.
Tell
Not
me.
sure.
34, 35, 34.
34.
Listen, I am not alive.
Well, I have
I'm
nothing
dead.
to really talk about. So, remember when this podcast used to be fire?
Now it's
Now it's a pile of
they
trash.
they popped out. What did they say?
Yeah, I remember when this fell off.
They fell off.
Yeah, well, I'm feeling that today.
We're tumbling down the hill today.
Okay.
Our book, though.
Well, we're in spooky read season. Spooky /
Fall reads, cozy fall.
I'm kind
cozy
of
Halloween.
alternating my reads from like dark and spooky to like light,
Cozy
fall,
fall
pumpkin
romance.
spiced rom-com.
First of all, the hype over these books.
I bought it.
Holy shit.
I kept seeing it, and I'm like, I'm running out of fall reads, and so
Right.
I bought it.
I've
Told you I
seen
bought
it forever.
Yeah, you're like, I've seen it forever. Go to buy it. Apparently, that's when the TikTok hype
really took off. I couldn't get it. I
Yeah.
could not find it. I went to numerous stores here, numerous stores in Salem, Barnes and Noble. Amazon was
Yeah.
even like out of stock, and my ship date, it wasn't supposed to get here till November.
No, I know.
I forgot where I find, maybe Walmart, was it? No, it was Amazon. They like
Oh yeah,
went
they
back.
shipped you. How many
Yeah,
copies
I got
do
two.
you own now?
Well, I only have one because I gave Chelsea my second.
Oh.
I, in an attempt to try and get it in a timely manner, I ended up with two of them. So, but the Pumpkin Spice Cafe,
By Laurie Gilmore.
if you haven't seen it, show me your rock you've been under.
Yeah, it's
'cause
adorable little cover. I'm super excited because there's 4 total, and
Yes.
they time out like it's
Season-y.
the Pumpkin Spice Cafe October. Then the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore November. The Christmas Tree Farm December. And then when life
They're-
sucks,
Yeah.
it comes. They have a strawberry patch
In March,
one or
strawberry
something.
patch something.
It's like
it comes out
spring.
in March. It actually comes out, I think, on my birthday or like the day
Okay.
before my birthday or
Cool.
something. So yeah,
I'm gonna read all of them just because they're fun and cute.
They're so cute
want-
and fun, and
I want to crawl in that town and live there.
I read this in a day.
I did not read it in a day, but
But yeah, it was quick. It was cute. It had just a spice. It's
Yeah.
not like, I wouldn't call it like a spicy book.
No,
But there's like a couple scenes
Yeah.
where, but
it's
yeah,
Grumpy Sunshine. I think I either gave it 4 stars or all the stars, just because.
I have to look now. I think I gave it
I gotta
4.
look, too.
But listen, we got to talk about the star system.
I wish we could, I wish I could slide across the stars and fill them as I slide, because I really want to give things half sometimes.
Me
like
too.
4.5.
4.5. Goodreads.
4.8.
Make that happen.
Right. Give me that on
yeah.
an update.
I feel like because there for a while I was like 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars.
Yeah, no.
I'm
Unless
a little
I
stingy with my 5 stars at this point.
I am
so I gave it 4, which means I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I gave it 4 too.
Yeah.
Yep. Dream Harbor is the town.
Dream Harbor. I want to live in Dream
yeah,
Harbor, and I want to
it's-
go to the Pumpkin
Isn't
Spice
it?
Cafe.
What state are they in? Like they're
It's New England.
Oh,
I don't
yeah, I was gonna
actually
say, it's
remember
a
what
harbory-
state.
look it up.
Because
The one I'm reading now is Massachusetts. The book club one is Massachusetts, which I want to live there.
it was my pick this
Yes.
month. Where is Pumpkin Spice
Where's Dream Harbor from Pumpkin Spice Cafe?
book set? It doesn't say. It just says New England.
Make believe.
Dream Harbor. But it is New England because they mention
Right.
New England.
It got some poopy reviews because, because people were like, it's like, what did I say? It's like they watched every episode of Gilmore Girls and something, which I'm like,
I don't see the
that's
bad.
why I'm here.
Like it is very Gilmore Girl-esque.
Luke and
Lorelai.
Lorelai-ish, only she owns the cafe.
Yeah. She inherits the cafe from her aunt.
And he's grumpy. He's a grumpy butt.
He's a grumpy poo.
And wears flannel.
He's a farmer.
Yeah.
A New England farmer.
I loved it.
I loved it too.
I gave
and
it
I
4
have
stars.
been doing my damnedest to hold off on reading
know.
Cinnamon Bun until like
November
November 1st. Yes.
Same.
I will be cracking that bad boy open.
So
November
Halloween is
1st.
on a Thursday this year, and
Friday. There's no
there's
school.
no school, which Greer and Alley doesn't have school on.
No
Friday.
school on
What?
Friday.
Why are you making that face?
What do you want?
What'd you
We're
do?
podcasting. Go away.
You guys have been recording for 8 minutes.
Okay.
Twice now you've harmoniously said the same thing.
We've been apart for 5 days.
You're
okay.
lucky we're not making out. I'm kidding. We don't do that.
Do you want to know what she texted me?
He knows. I told him.
And she was like, what did you say?
You said something about like wanting to be home, and I said, "Is it because you no homo miss me?"
And I said, is it gay if I say yes?
You know, I know you're gay.
Eh,
I don't know.
That's too many days for us to be apart.
We
it
can't
really
help it.
is.
We harmonize.
Yeah. We're just sinking back up to
Yeah.
life. It was a really long time. It really was. Anyways,
I forgot because
Read the book.
interrupted.
he did interrupt. It's good. It's such a cozy fall read.
Yeah,
if you need like a good,
just a mindless,
like,
happy
romance book.
Yeah.
And there's a little ghosty
Yeah.
maybe element to it, a little spooky to it, but not like scary.
Right.
Read it.
Yes. What were
Anyways. I don't know.
What the hell were we talking about?
A book.
Yeah, but like I was mid-sentence or something.
I don't know because I feel high as a kite today. I'm not. But I feel like I'm having an out of body experience.
I'm just
today.
hungry.
I'm hungry
really
also.
hungry. Okay, so hair for a minute. I can see that you've used your micro crimper for some texture.
Yeah, I did.
How are you feeling about that?
I like it. Although I will say, your hair is light and fluffy. My hair is coarse and heavy. So I don't feel like it gives me the poof.
I also, remember I told you, yours is like, and mine is like, and I feel like it makes a difference. You should try mine and see if it does anything. What?
I know. I just got a ditty thing.
Oh,
we can talk about
Diddy
later.
update?
A ditty date.
Anyway, so yeah, we're using micro crimpers.
For some volume.
Yeah. Plus, I'm like, what if I just do more than you?
You might. I just did a little bit because I didn't know.
I go from my top
how
row
it
of
was.
extensions to right underneath my part all the way
I don't
around. And I'm
think
like,
I did that much.
I feel like I have carpal tunnel.
I gotta play with it. I gotta try it out. I gotta see. I just did a little.
Yeah. Well,
Just a
I used to
smidge.
do a little do, and now I'm like, I'm just packing it all in there.
I need to do that.
Yeah.
Well, and listen, I just washed my hair today since before I left.
So it's clean. Oh.
So it's really clean. And I used that Olaplex stuff. I forgot which number it is. And I love it.
3? Aren't
No,
they
it's
all
like-
3?
No.
Oh, they've got new numbers.
There's
now?
like 37 numbers now. There's too many products for me to keep.
Okay.
But it makes my hair so silky shiny. It's like,
I also see you broke a nail.
actually, I cut a nail. I'm not flipping anyone off, but it is my flip off finger.
What happened there?
I knocked it and like you can see the bruise line. And so then every time it even like touched a surface, it
Your
shot
fingers
pain.
look so weird with it chopped short.
Yeah,
like
I know.
that.
This is why I have long nails because it's like a carny finger.
I mean, I also.
I had to chop it because it sent like shooty pain to my butthole anytime I like even
Yeah.
doinked it. And I was like, I gotta whack this bad boy.
I could
am
not.
2 weeks overdue.
Yeah,
So I think I have my nail appointment tomorrow.
I could not with nails that long.
Yeah, I'm done.
Mine
done
just
with it.
being grown out this far, I can't get Greer's earring backs on, and she changed earring 3 times yesterday.
There's lots of things that I'm like
Like
they
wipe your
were
butt.
long when they were fresh, but now they've grown out like 1/4 of an inch, and it's terrible. I'm done.
Yeah.
So done.
What you gonna do tomorrow?
I don't know.
Do you get like new?
Yeah, I get
whole
like
new-
a new, full-on new set.
You're not gonna go that long.
No, this was just for Salem. But then we missed our nail appointment because we were in Salem, and I've had to live with these
Talons.
talons for
Do the
a
chickens
month.
have large talons? We get one more set of Halloween nails.
I
And then
know.
it's Christmas nails.
Yes.
Oh, that's what we were
Actually-
talking about.
What?
There's no school.
Oh,
So Halloween's on a Thursday. There's no school on Friday.
Yes.
So I have already alerted my whole household that it will be November 1st is Christmas movies, Christmas music, and Christmas decorations. Like
Yes,
we're putting
I
up the
will
tree.
kick all my Halloween out into my front yard if I have to.
burn it.
And
Yeah.
this is Halloween. No more.
No.
Done.
So when do you put up your tree? When do you transition?
When do you put up your tree?
Well, I used to be a after Thanksgiving person, but then I was like, I am an adult. This is
I'll do
my
what I want.
house. That's my tree, my house. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the one doing it all.
Listen, I grew up in my mother is a psychopath.
I mean, my mom, her birthday is October, and so she's very much an October. Like,
yeah.
I grew up with like, my mom would throw all out Halloween parties. Like, she would build a haunted house in our barn.
I was there.
Yeah, well, these were in Springfield.
Oh.
Like, it's been
Yeah.
a while.
I mean,
So,
we're very big Halloween people also.
me too. And I love fall. I've never, ever in my life liked fall decorations.
Like Thanksgiving.
No. My Thanksgiving decorations are Christmas decorations.
I agree.
Because it's the holidays.
I agree.
And at the holidays, I want red and green Santa puke everywhere.
Me too. And I don't do Thanksgiving at my home.
Right?
So, like, we do it at my grandma's. And she is very like, we have Halloween, we have Thanksgiving, and then it's Christmas.
Yeah.
No.
I guess if I had that much, but that's a lot of like
Decorate.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, me either.
September, October, Halloween decorations. November,
I
December.
actually put my shit up in August, but
I didn't, but I wanted to. November, December, Christmas. It's
I agree.
a pretty simple plan.
I agree. I know. I'm ready. November 1st, the tree's going up.
Yeah.
Halloween is over.
And I'm mentally already over Halloween, which only
Because-
happens sometimes. Like, usually I'm
Yeah.
like, yes. But now I'm like, hurry up.
I kind of feel that
And
way
I
too.
think it's because we did the whole Salem
Salem.
thing, and because it's a fucking drought and global warming, and like, it's over 80 degrees today. I
know.
don't want to be snowed in my home. That's not true. I would take a day of being snowed in my
Me
home.
as well.
But like, can we have some 60s?
We did.
Some low 70s?
We did.
Some rain?
Now it's gone.
Can we seed the clouds? Can we do the thing?
Yeah, somebody seed the clouds here. Give us a shower or
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, it's dry and crunchy and ugly. Have you noticed the trees aren't even like changing? Like some are bright, but most just look crispy and
Yeah, let me
poopy.
just tell you. The trees in Maine,
yeah, because they
Beautiful.
have fall.
well, they don't really have, I Googled, they don't really have summer there. I mean, they do,
Oh.
but the highs, the average high in the summer, like dead of summer, is like 78,
Oh, what?
maybe 80 on a
Well, that's
weird day.
California, unless
Yeah.
it's like Indian
So,
summer.
but yeah, so
Um,
it's,
I was looking at a map last night. Don't ask me why. I was
Okay.
being weird and curious. But Salem was a lot farther up than I realized.
do you know I
like,
was only,
Because people would say stuff about, have you been to New York? And I'm like, no. And in my mind, I'm thinking New York is higher.
no,
No, we were
above.
way higher
Yeah.
than that.
I was only 3 hours from Salem
I know.
this time.
I mean, I didn't know, but I did see that Ashley was
Yeah, she went to
somewhere and
Portland.
You were close.
yeah, it's weird.
I still, it's been a couple weeks and I still want to move.
Me too. Let me just say this. This was my first trip to Maine. I've been to Mass twice. I will pick Massachusetts.
I don't need to go to Maine. You've told me. I trust you.
Maine was beautiful. It was. It is very rural, like weirdly. Well, I mean, lobstering is the industry,
Right.
So it's very like blue collar. So yeah, I said it's like if
Missouri
Maine and
and
Missouri or Massachusetts and Maine had a baby, it would be Maine.
Massachusetts and Missouri poops out Maine.
Yeah, it was weird. We did go to Camden, Maine, which was where Casper was filmed, which it's based off Friendship, Maine. Like it's set in Friendship, but guess what's in Friendship?
Nothing.
Nothing. Not there's one restaurant and a general store. That be's all. So, but I did love Camden. Camden gave me Massachusetts vibes, and it was very quaint and like old, and but it's a different vibe than Massachusetts.
Yeah.
It's not as like I mean, obviously, it's not as old. They didn't. I mean,
I don't know if normal people or other people like search cheap flights and are like, oh shit, we can go to Massachusetts for $63 right now.
whatever. Yeah.
Because another guy from our town is there right now.
In Salem.
Well, they flew into Boston and they're
Oh.
staying somewhere around there because I talked to him on Facebook.
Who is it?
John Shelton.
Mm.
And then my cousin Ashley texted me one day last week and was like, we're taking a ferry into Massachusetts tomorrow because they were also in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why are all you people in Boston right now? Is it because the flight is cheap? Did
I
we
don't
do
know.
this?
We did.
Were
We
you there
might
because
have.
of us?
There were numerous people that.
Listen, hey, I'm going to need a tissue immediately. I got sneezes are in here.
Got the nose sneeze.
Some toilet paper's fine.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that went to Massachusetts.
Yeah.
This year to
I
Salem.
know. And it was
More than I've maybe ever seen.
right.
I don't know if it
just
was
thought
our doing, but
I
possibly.
like to think it is.
Yeah. We're the
Yeah.
we get the ball rolling.
Mhm.
Well,
I've now decorated my yard in ornamental kale. Didn't ever
thanks
know that
a
was
lot,
a thing.
Salem. That was all over in Maine too.
I saw it in your pictures. I'm like, I feel like I never saw that shit before.
I don't know if
I
I did
thought
either.
it was real lettuce.
Or maybe
in
I just thought it was. Well, I did too. I didn't know.
Like
I guess I
cabbage or
didn't know there
lettuce.
was ornamental cabbage.
Thank you, sir.
And we've probably seen it at this
Excuse me.
pause.
Like Taylor Swift. I got the
jeez.
sniffles.
I didn't know that was a. I thought it was
didn't
probably real cabbage.
That's what I said
Like,
that in
yeah.
Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Because also in little window boxes, they have peppers. I thought those were like edible. I don't.
Are they not?
I have no idea. I'm not going to eat
There
one
were
and
lots of
see,
window
but-
boxes in Maine.
Yeah. So what did I buy yesterday at Lowe's?
Ornamental
75% off. And peppers. I bought those peppers too. Are you telling me something?
No, I'm scratching my nose.
Oh, I'm like. is it
No,
a-
this
is it a
nose
booger?
ring I
Is it
got
snot?
is really large, and sometimes it wiggles around, and it.
tickles. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we have a. I love Massachusetts. Moving
I do
right
too.
along.
Chelsea's ready to move to Maine. Maine was not my jam.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I enjoyed going.
Yeah,
I don't want to look at a lobster maybe for 5 years.
Ever again.
And maybe never.
remember when they had the lobsters in the tank at Walmart?
Yeah. Listen, everywhere you go, every store, convenience store, gas station,
They got them in a
they
tank.
got lobsters in a tank.
Weird.
There are so many lobsters in Maine. I can't, like, that's all there is. That's all they do up there.
Does it
Is,
smell like lobster?
it smells like vagina everywhere you go.
So yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Smidge. I mean, I think you just get used to the smell. You get nose blind to the vagina smell.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
ocean, but because there's lobsters and like crabs everywhere,
Yeah, that's why I asked. Does it smell?
and everywhere it's cooking lobster. Every
Right.
restaurant is cooking a lobster
Yeah.
for all the people.
What's for dinner this week? Lobster.
Lobster. They have anything you could possibly make with a lobster, they're making it. And at
But
first I
you
was
said
like,
they also are blueberries.
yes. Okay, so Massachusetts is cranberries. Maine is blueberries. And I did get a blueberry muffin. I got a blueberry muffin from one place and it was disgusting. I was so disappointed. But then I will say the ruralness, sometimes is cool. Where we were, there was literally nothing. Cushing is like not a town anymore. There's nothing there. But there was one teeny tiny, it was like a general store called Thales Family Market or something. We went every single day. On the morning we left, I got a blueberry muffin that was like this effing big, and it was maybe the best blueberry muffin I've ever eaten in my life. They also had
I
homemade
love blueberry muffins.
pumpkin whoopie pies,
Whoopie pie.
and it was the best thing I've ever eaten. Like, it tops the list. Whoopie pies are a main thing.
What's a whoopie pie?
You know, it's like a little cake and a little cake, and there's cream in the middle.
Okay, that's what I thought.
They have every flavor of whoopie pie that you could ever want. But the pumpkins with
Right.
the cream cheese frosting
I
in the
want
middle, it was like a whoopie pie pumpkin roll.
I want
and they were
that.
homemade, like from those people.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's lots of blueberry. There's blueberry everything. All the blueberry things. So yeah, they grow blueberries and they catch lobster.
Okay.
I don't know. Bar Harbor was cool, although it's a tourist trap show. It's Eureka Springs is what it is, but
It's like my kind of place.
on the ocean. It was pretty. It was cool, but every store is like, get your Maine shirt and sweatshirt here.
Which did you
Acadia.
get me a sweatshirt?
I did in my bag. Yes. And I got you that.
Oh, a sniffy pot.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe I need that now.
We went into a store in Rockland,
Okay.
and it was the cutest little, like, it was a bookstore, but it had like smelly stuff. I got a roller ball in there, but they had, it's a local girl from, I think, Rockland, Maine. She manufactures in New York, so it says made in New York, but it's sold in all these little local stores. But it is a sniffy pot, and
what
it's
does
like,
it do?
I don't know.
It's a calming. Like
Yeah, this one was like yoga and meditation. So you like, it has instructions like
Perfect.
inhale for 6, hold for 4, exhale for 8, and you do it so many times. And
Yes.
it's essential oily. It smelled really good.
I'm excited
I
for
know.
that.
It's a little
I love it.
pot
And it should last like forever.
forever. It's got a bunch
Right?
of like little like spices at the bottom too. You'll have to read the directions because I think if you like put more moisture in there, it like, if it dries out,
Interesting.
anyways, you can
Okay.
look at the box.
All right.
But yeah,
Moving right along.
I'm done traveling though. I had a mental breakdown yesterday in the airport and cried. If my eyes look puffy, it's because I cried half of our airport stay.
Okay. Well, you're home now.
We had like a 4-hour layover, and I was just at the end. I was at the end of my travel rope.
Yep. It's
So-
been a lot.
Sorry, husband. He was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I want to go home. I just don't want to be there
However,
anymore."
I really, really, really bad. I'm not going to do it. But December 18th,
What?
Luke will be at Universal Studios.
Listen,
And they're doing the coffee at Luke's, and
I don't
they've
even
got
want
it.
to talk about it.
I don't either
because I want to
I'm
cry.
mad. I don't want to go because, like, if they did it all the time, I wouldn't want to go so bad. I'd plan it for when I haven't been gone 4 times in a year. But like, they only do it like
I know.
once in a blue moon. But he keeps posting things, and I want to go.
Listen, it would be a really
he's
fast
doing
trip.
His podcast from there.
Don't tell me anymore.
Okay,
Um,
don't look up flights.
you can fly direct Allegiant to LA. We could fly, stay one night, do it, fly back. What? I know. No, it's like 2 days.
Now we have to look it up just to see. He's gonna look it up
Well,
for us.
you know what? We wouldn't have to fly Allegiant, but I'm just saying. Here's what I'm hoping, though. Okay,
I'd poop
20.
my pants.
I would too. I already said, I mentioned it to Cole, and he just didn't respond at all. But no, listen, Linda.
I'm listening. He's
Next,
out. He's done.
he's like,
listening.
well, I'm
He's
gonna
like,
leave.
I'm gonna leave. This is stupid.
Next year,
Frickin' going all the time and stuff. and bleh.
in 2025. 2025 is the 25th year anniversary of
Yes.
Gilmore Girls.
However, do you really think they're gonna do it 2 years in a row?
I don't know. They do it often. They don't do it every year.
Right. Okay.
Luke's not there every year.
Yeah, he's there. He is there.
I know. I've seen all his
and
stupid
it's
TikToks.
December 18th. He's gonna be there. Anyways, speaking of TikTok,
Yeah.
we hit enough like followers or whatever to be able to join the creator fund
rewards
or
program.
where you get paid for your videos.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
So you join. First of all, they F you over because it's not just like, oh, this many people watched your video, you get paid. They have to be qualified views. So it has to be like, they have to watch so many seconds of your video. Your video has to be over a minute long. It can't be repeat watches.
Yeah, and
blah, blah,
like
blah, blah,
let's
blah,
say
blah,
you
blah.
hit the creator fund, like you're in it today. It doesn't count for any of your other videos. Like so, if you have old videos that are
that
awesome,
blew up. Yeah,
and
no.
people are still commenting and watching, they're like, meh,
Yeah,
that doesn't
no.
count.
No.
It has to be from
If
this
you have
day.
an old video blow up, it doesn't matter. It has to be from when you joined. But so we joined, and like we still have videos that are kind of poo.
Yeah,
before
like we're
they'll-
not, we're just barely like we're at 10K,
Yeah.
11K, whatever.
But
like
we were actively getting thousands of views on most videos we posted. Join the Creator Fund.
200, 300,
200,
900.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, our views tanked. Like, and it was also, I looked because I've dove into like analytics. And so it gives you metrics for what TikTok will push out. So like the percentage of people watching the full video, how many seconds, like the average watch time. And if those meet certain like metrics, that's why, or if people are liking and engaging and sharing, they will push it out. We had several videos that
Dinging all the things.
and still like stopped at like 300 views.
Yeah. BS. A bunch
So-
of F and S.
We unjoined
We did. We're out.
and we're waiting. Do you have a microphone? Are you about
you
to
gonna-
chime into the?
We're in
is this
trouble.
Are we in trouble? Anyway, so if you're in the Creator
You have
Fund,
a microphone.
why do you have a microphone?
Because he's chiming in and we're in trouble. This is about LA.
You guys are in trouble.
Why are we in trouble?
Well, first of all, this was never the plan to add my voice
Yeah,
into
he
this.
can't not.
Yeah, but you
can't
say
not
stuff
say
and then
it.
nobody hears what you're saying.
Well, I'm trying to do that. So talk amongst yourselves
Oh, we are.
for a minute. When does he come in? December 18th?
December 18th,
December
he'll be
18th.
there.
And so will we. We're coming, Luke. We're coming for you. Listen, I know we've already been there. I know we've been to Warner Brothers.
Just in February.
I can't help it.
You can blame Scott Patterson.
Yeah. This is bull.
It
because
is.
it's not our fault.
He's my favorite.
Actually, we tried, I want to say, to go, maybe last year we talked about it, and they didn't effing do it.
I remember.
And we were like, of
Also,
course.
listen to how much we got screwed over. It was pouring rain.
Pouring
And it's
the whole time.
unseasonable, like not
was the
normal rain to
California-
where
yeah.
we're on the little thing doing our tour. Nobody would even get out and take our picture in front of the
because it was
gazebo
pouring.
because nobody
Also-
wanted to get out in the rain. So we had to try to selfie and it
shit.
was stupid.
Also,
we
I
got
had
ripped
a
off.
poncho and I had to ride like this
Yeah.
and look at shit
Yeah.
because it was, my butt was wet.
Yeah, it's
Crystal
not our
got me a
fault.
child-sized poncho that didn't cover my butt.
I didn't mean to do that, but
It was not a good, I mean, I
we need a
love that
do-over.
we went.
Me too.
But,
Can I talk?
yeah, go.
The flights are as follows.
I don't care.
You sound like am I what's his name from Grandma's Boy?
Later, JP.
Oh, what? He's the Napoleon, or
the
No.
robot. I
If
am
you
a
were
robot.
to fly from Allegiant, which is very affordable,
Yeah.
you're
you would have
affordable.
to fly out Monday and come home on Friday.
Oh, well,
Yucky.
what's just regular?
if you were to fly from Springfield,
Yeah, because never again will we fly from Kansas City. F that. I will pay
triple.
$200 more to fly
That
out of
drive home
Springfield.
sucked.
Terrible. Terrible.
Springfield to LAX on
We just need like
I think
on
it's
from the 17th through the 19th.
yep.
yeah.
That flight will cost you anywhere from minimum $400.
Book it.
You guys were just talking about getting out of the creator fund.
Yeah.
So we
So?
need you back in the creator fund, and we need
You know
people
what? Somebody's
watching
going to
and
have a
sharing.
discussion with the TikTok
Yeah.
then.
I feel like our TikTok views would be higher if we were meeting Scott Patterson. Can you argue with
Can
that?
you imagine the TikToks we could make at
He
WB
has a
during
podcast.
Christmas
What
time?
if we did like a podcast together?
Wait a
I
minute,
think we
you
could
guys
get
Ramsey.
made
on
like,
board for that.
Contact his people.
you guys made like one TikTok in Salem. So don't talk about
That's not true. I made several Salem TikToks.
We could make more.
Sometimes I'm just living my best life and I can't TikTok everything. We even said, don't forget.
I feel like we did
We
good.
d-
I
I
still
did-
have a whole bunch of videos on my phone that we can.
Yeah.
no.
You're not my boss.
I'm gonna self-eat pictures. And maybe donate blood.
Me too.
Plasma,
Hey,
'cause
plasma.
I think you get
We'll
more.
donate plasma.
Do I get to see the feet pictures?
You look at her feet every day.
I'll sell you a foot picture for $400.
No.
She'll take pictures of her feet for you if you pay for her flight. Oh, that's what we need to do.
What?
We'll just get some sugar daddies,
Ugh.
and we won't do anything, but we'll just get one to pay for our flight and our trip, our whole trip.
I think we already have those.
Oh.
Like,
I don't know. I think Cole's about to cut me off because
it's been a lot.
I've traveled a lot this year
Just
on an accident.
if I knew what
You know-
dates he'd be there again.
Let's ask him. I'll email him.
I still have my screenshot from when he commented back to me on Instagram.
Wait, fucking what?
Yeah.
Scott Patterson?
Yeah.
When? When did this happen? Message him. You know him.
I know him.
I know him.
Let me find it.
Here
it
How
is.
did I not know this?
Oh.
Let me see.
Sorry, he just liked my comment.
Give it. When was this?
See when that screenshot's from. What?
He's forgotten you by now. This was 2018.
Still living in my
The
camera
Scotty
roll.
P Coffee.
Yeah. Because Ramsey was like, did he just do Gilmore Girls and then just like fall off the face of the earth?
No, he's
Like,
out here
He does
being a
that
normal human.
Sullivan show now, which has also got what's his face from.
Who? Sullivan Show.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
Sullivan's Crossing or
yes.
something, and
yeah,
it's
like
Chad
small
Michael
town.
Murray.
Yeah.
He's in it too. I have no desire to watch it, but
Oh, that's funny because Chelsea on the trip was like, "Do you know who aged like fine wine? Chad Michael Murray." And I was like, "Ooh,
no.
sick." Did you
You
also
know who aged
see
like fine wine?
Jason Momoa?
Scotty P.
Scotty B.
But anyways,
Now.
I was like, no, he does
Oh.
coffee and
Yeah,
podcasts.
podcasts.
He's in this show and
He
like
does Gilmore Girls shit.
Yeah, I'm like, he is carrying that.
He really is.
He is.
Everybody else is dropping the ball.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Go Scott Patterson. What?
Find something cheaper than $400.
Let's make a family trip out of it.
I
That's
did
fine.
find something cheaper.
Yes.
is it?
What is it?
Is it a bus?
Are we hitchhiking?
Is it an annulment?
You can't get an annulment.
Oh,
You've been married way too long.
what
You
is
could
it?
fly from St. Louis
No.
on Frontier
Tapping.
Wait, let's hear him out.
for $240 round trip. But you would have to fly 9:45 at night
No.
and land in LA at 12:30
Hell
LA
to the
time.
no. I will not be driving in LA at
We can do
midnight
this
alone.
We can stay in a hotel. Right outside the airport.
Yeah.
We got this.
You guys can't go.
Why?
Why?
There's no options.
There, you just told us two.
There's like 2 options.
Well,
That's
this one,
Why?
it's not going to work.
Why?
Sorry.
Why not?
Crush your
flights
hopes
from
and dreams.
Springfield, Missouri to LAX. Because of what?
Crush your hopes and dreams.
I ain't crushing shit. I mean, Cole already did. He already said no, but
Can we get a AccuWeather? Like, does it go that far? 'Cause I
on
really need
December
to know.
18th, that's a Wednesday.
What's your point?
It's just a random day for him to be there.
Well,
Yeah, so maybe
Flights are
next year.
pretty fucking high.
we don't
Not-
know if he'll be there next year.
I mean, Crystal.
What? Let's put a bookmark it. Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Also, do you have to buy tickets to that thing?
Probably.
Because if
I
he's
don't
going to
know.
be there on that day, I looked and it didn't give you any specifics. It just said like buy the WB tour.
That probably is all you have to do.
I also saw there's a
Because
friend.
you know they have so many in your group, like they wouldn't.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
I just
so he's
figured
just
it would
there.
sell out really.
It probably will.
I also saw they're doing a Friendsgiving
Oh,
for the Friends
that's
set
cool.
stuff, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't care to go
I
to
don't
that because
either.
I'm not a Friends
Me either.
fan.
I want to
but
be, but I'm not.
same.
Especially being there, I really wanted to be.
I know.
We
I
even
wanted
watched
we-
Friends that night. And
we
we're
did.
just like,
I know, and it has such like a cult following, just
I
like
know.
Gilmore Girls,
know.
probably more to
Yes.
be honest.
for sure.
And like, I wanted to be excited about like the
Wait,
couch and
wait,
Central
wait.
Perk.
Wait. Did you just try to say Gilmore Girls might have the same kind of following as Friends?
No, we said,
I said
they both have a
Friends
cult
has-
following, but,
Friends
Friends is more.
more.
Like, not even in the same like stratosphere.
Okay.
What? What are you talking about?
Like Friends is like probably one of the most like top 5 all time
My
ever.
brain, it's
I'm gonna leave
biggest-
now. So is Gilmore Girls.
It's not even. It
Bullshit.
doesn't even play in the same ballpark as
Brian,
Friends.
Brian,
Come get Ramsey's microphone.
come get your friend. Let me. I'm gonna Google it, and I'm gonna tell
What
you.
are you gonna Google? There's no way that it even compares.
Top
Nothing
shows.
compares. Nothing compares
to you.
Take
If you're
Ramsey's
gonna- if you're-
microphone.
If you're gonna talk, you have to talk into the microphone.
Who? I am talking into.
Wait,
them.
this guy will have no clue.
He's only Star Wars knowledge.
Have you ever
Right.
heard of Gilmore Girls?
Boom.
Mary watches it.
Does Mary watch Friends?
No.
Yes. Point for us. Here's.
They
That's okay.
think
No.
that they think Gilmore Girls has relatively the same amount of fans as Friends.
That's
does.
not. You said it wasn't in the same stratosphere. We said Friends probably has a more of a cult following than Gilmore Girls, but I do think they're
Gilmore Girls is also has like it is up there. That's why they're doing Friendsgiving and the Gilmore Girls shit. Do you know how many shows were filmed at that WB studio? And those are the 2 they choose to like do a thing over.
they were the best, and they have a cult following. Both
They
of
both
them.
have a cult following.
What did Google tell you?
Neither were on the list of top 25 shows with a cult following.
Was The Sopranos on there?
No. It was a bunch of dumb shit I didn't know.
Oh, that's
So-
because critics are like
Google's
"Meh."
probably incorrect.
Google knows all.
How about Reddit? We'll look on Reddit.
I'm sweating.
I'm not. X-Files, Twin Peaks.
X-Files. I watched that
I don't
with
feel like
my mom.
X-Files has a cult following.
It does.
Entertainment Weekly, best 25 cult TV shows ever. Is this about cults?
I was gonna say
It's cult. No.
what's on there?
Pushing Daisies.
What?
Archer. Better Off Ted. Let's go to the top ones.
These all sound very sucky.
They're all very nice. Supernatural.
Ooh, love that one.
Fringe. Undeclared. I don't even know what that show is.
What? He's Googled.
Battlestar Galactica,
Oh my
Veronica
God,
Mars,
no.
Twin Peaks, Firefly, Lost.
No.
My
What?
so-called
You cannot go to
Come back.
Walmart and buy like Lost shit.
That's
you
what I'm
can go to
saying.
Walmart and
And buy
Friends
Gilmore
shit
Girls
and
shit.
Gilmore Girls shit.
Arrested Development, Buffy, and these are all older shows
Yeah.
though, except Supernatural.
I asked ChatGPT,
I hate ChatGPT.
which TV show was more popular, Friends or Gilmore Girls?
Friends?
Friends was significantly more popular than Gilmore Girls in terms of
any
overall
different than
viewership
what we're
and cultural
saying?
impact. Friends was one of the most watched TV shows of all time. It consistently had high ratings through 10 seasons, often in the top 5 in network television. Gilmore Girls, while beloved and successful, had a more niche audience.
We're the niche.
I think that's basically what we said.
That is what we said.
You said
You
you're
are-
not even in the same
They
stratosphere.
should not even be in the same sentence.
Well, they were in that same ChatGPT thing, so
Because I
He asked
specifically...
Well,
specifically.
whatever.
They're both happening at WB.
All right, I'm done.
good. Bye.
Good. Bye.
What else is on our list? I'm hungry.
How to murder your husband and get away with it.
I've got a
I
long,
probably shouldn't say that out loud.
long,
And if he
long-
turns up,
That was a TV show, too.
what?
How to Get Away with Murder.
How to get away with murder. I didn't watch that one. I actually don't watch a lot of TV, and if I do,
I'm
it's
still
old.
over here just watching Gilmore Girls. So.
Gilmore Girls, Vampire Diaries,
Supernatural,
Sons,
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things,
Those are
Parenthood. I know you don't like
Game of
Parenthood,
Thrones.
but, yes, Game of Thrones.
that's my shows. What you got?
Dude, I don't know. They found a human head in Chicago
Saw that.
in a box. What's in the box?
Chicago. We've
I
been
mean,
there.
We have been there. And you know what? After being there numerous times, it doesn't shock me there's a human head on the sidewalk in a
either.
box.
Like,
so
There was blood all over the sidewalk when we went, and nobody was alarmed except for us.
yeah, speaking of TV shows,
Fresh.
Jennifer made us go to what's that show with the fire station?
Chicago
Fire. Went to the firehouse so Jen could get out and oogle the firehouse.
Let me just tell you, it's not in a nice part of town.
It is not in a nice part of town, and there definitely was a string of bloodiness.
And a lady
all-
yelling.
Yes, a lady yelling at a man.
She was yelling for help for her son. But like she stood there for like 10 minutes just doing nothing.
I
And
did a
then started
burnout.
yelling. You did.
I was like, Jennifer, get in the mother trucking car. We can't be here anymore.
Oh my God.
And I
Also, that drive sucked.
know it's like 8 hours. I
Yeah.
hate driving.
It was awful.
I hate driving. Yeah, but yeah, human heads in Chicago.
Okay. Yeah.
Shit. I don't know. If you're watching this episode and you feel like you're watching two crackheads, I apologize. But this episode is unprepared and I am tired.
We're here. It's all that counts. I mean, that counts. That's all that
I showed
matters.
up.
Yeah.
The first step is showing up. I do have a couple things, but they're kind of holes. I won't say rabbit because I'll get yelled at. And I know you're going to be like, stupid.
Oh, God. What are they?
The everyone thanking Beyonce after they receive an award theory. It is weird. Have you watched those?
No.
You need to TikTok it because it's odd. It really is odd. Like Adele did it. Country music people were doing
What
it.
are they thanking her for?
Being Beyonce.
Okay. Well, I mean, like,
People are saying like if you don't thank Beyonce,
you're going to
you get
diddied.
yes.
I know.
And I don't know. And then there's the whole like, which I know you hate Kanye. I hate Kanye
do
too.
hate
I don't like
Kanye.
Kanye. But
a
there's
psychopath.
this whole like conspiracy theory that he saved Taylor Swift.
Allie was trying to tell me about that
Yeah.
one. So what was that one?
So you know the
Yes,
was
when-
it what was the award show, Ramsey? That Kanye was it VMAs? VMAs.
long
So
time ago.
a long time ago.
Yeah, she
Taylor
won.
gets her award, and Kanye's like, "Hold up,
Yeah, takes
Taylor,
the mic
I'm gonna let
and
you finish."
acts like a D-bag.
Yeah, but it's like Beyonce had the best album. So the conspiracy theory is Taylor didn't know the rules, and Kanye was just looking out.
Okay. If we ever find out that's true, that'll redeem him for me. But
I know. But I did go down, and then JoJo Siwa made a big joke about it, and people were like, "Oh shit." She received, it was like the dancer or something, and she got up on stage and was like, "Oh, by the way, thanks Beyonce, so all the dancers are safe." Like, think she was joking.
right.
But it is weird. Like, people will be in the middle of their like acceptance speech and they thank Beyonce.
I mean, a lot of people call her Queen Bee.
I know. I mean, I don't like Beyonce, but
I really like that one song that Kamala comes out to. Freedom. I like that one.
freedom. That's not Beyonce. Who is that? What song?
I don't know.
What song you talking about?
I'm talking about Beyonce's Freedom song.
I don't know. I get the heaves from Beyonce. I always have though. I've never liked Beyonce. I like Destiny's Child Beyonce,
Speaking of Destiny's Child,
but I don't like Beyonce, Jay-Z Beyonce. No.
we watched The Curse of Bridge Hollow. I told you.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. It's got a Wayans brother in it. And
yeah,
his
you
wife
said I need to watch with the
is
kids.
Kelly Rowland
In real life or in the movie?
in the movie.
I love Kelly
and
Rowland.
she looks
I think she's so
the
pretty.
exact same.
Yeah, I feel like she hasn't aged.
Not one
She's
day.
probably a witch.
She probably is.
Stuff.
But and then
yeah.
it's got the girl from Stranger Things, and so
Which one?
Erica, Lucas's sister.
Oh,
Erica.
yeah.
I can't think of her real name. But it's like a kid's scary movie, and it was really cute.
I want to watch it. We might watch that tonight.
We've watched it 3 times.
One of those movies,
Yeah,
eh?
and it's got Greer constantly singing "Hit the Road, Jack"
The road.
all day long. Yesterday, she sang it.
My tummy growled.
I didn't hear it. And also Greer songs. I don't know how or why, what possessed me to introduce her to "What Does the Fox Say?"
What does the fox say?
But I did.
Ding. Carter, listen to that. What do you keep looking at over there?
I saw that back there, and I thought it was part of the frame.
It is. It's busted off the back. Somebody broke it. The Ramsey.
Yeah, I had to look up when that came out. It was like 2013. I'm like, we're back there right now. We listened to it on repeat in the drop-off line today.
We just have to listen to Taylor Swift a lot. My mom actually texted me when I was gone and said, "Did you know that you're raising a Swiftie?" And I said, "Yeah, I do."
Love it.
Speaking of, I just on a whim was like, I'm going to look at concert tickets. Crosby would love that. Speaking of selling feet pics, who are the people paying $12,000 for one Taylor Swift ticket?
I don't know.
And what did you do illegally to get that money? Holy
I don't
moly.
know. And why are they like that? I don't
think they are. I think they're
right.
reselling.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who is that? Why? Like, that's
People are assholes.
yeah.
That should be illegal.
It was at one point, I think.
Well, I know it's illegal. Like, they don't let you, like, stand outside
Right.
stuff and resell or you're not supposed to.
When we got tickets for Taylor Swift, Ramsey was in the queue like all day, like literally like 8 hours or more.
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
That's
And then when we
insanity.
finally got in there, it was like panic mode because we were in, and other people had said that like once they got in, they couldn't get any, or it crashed or whatever. And so
Yeah.
I'm like, I put in 4 because we were all 4 gonna go, and then, or maybe I said 3, like Allie, a friend, and an adult, and he was like, 3's a really weird number for concert tickets. And so we tried 4 and that couldn't happen. And then we tried 2 and we got it. And so it was just him and her that went. But
Yeah.
it was a
It's
it
crazy.
was a wild time
Cray
trying to
cray.
get those tickets.
No.
And they
You-
were like 5 miles from the stage. So
I know. I know. To get even like not a nosebleed seat,
yeah,
which again, I think they're people like it's like StubHub, like they're reselling. People
Yeah.
are reselling them. It's like literally like anywhere from like $5,000 to like $12,000 a freaking ticket.
that's stupid.
I'm like, I don't want to see anyone that
No.
much.
No,
Maybe Scott Patterson
gonna
at the Gilmore
say.
Girls thing.
Scotty P. It's worth it. Anyways,
I don't really have anything else because I don't know what happened. The last 2 weeks have been,
a blur.
yeah, we did have our Oichi book club.
Oh yeah, we did. That was last Monday when we did the podcast. It
Yeah, but
was
we had-
awesome.
It was awesome.
We definitely need to do that like every year.
I know. I agree.
Tasha sent me a screenshot and was like, "Thanks November book club," and it was
Like a
oh,
Friendsgiving.
shit. Yeah, but it was dip. They were all dips. Let me see what it was. She
Thanksgiving
said.
dips. We should do that. Well, we do like a Christmas book club,
Yes.
like a gift exchange.
Dips
or a-
giving.
Oh my God, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We should definitely do that.
Yeah, this is your sign to host a dips giving. Oh
That's in literally like 2 weeks though. Our
Yeah, I
November
know.
book club. So
Dips
we're gonna have
giving
to
soiree.
get that together. We're gonna have
Yeah.
to get our life together.
I want to make a savory dip and a sweet dip.
I love dips.
Pumpkin.
All the
Yeah,
dips.
all the dips.
I would dip if I have a dip. I'll eat anything.
Me
If I
too.
can, except that one hummus.
It was not good.
It's bad. It's terrible.
Yeah, so the Witchy Book Club was awesome.
It was awesome.
We
dressed
had
up
all
as
the
witches.
vibes. We took the pictures. We were all dressed up. We had a
We
fire.
made a TikTok.
Yeah.
Ramsey.
We had cider,
All the food.
bussin', lights,
Yeah,
decor.
we did. Adopt a ghost.
I was gonna say, what's the word I'm looking for? A take home, a thingy, a prize,
A party favor.
yeah, that's the words I was looking
Trinket?
for. Yes.
Little. Where are you going?
Anyways, it was awesome.
The best. Yeah, we need to definitely do that.
Yeah,
every year.
and we have
yeah.
now. I was gonna say next week will be our last, like spooky read suggestion.
club?
Yeah, well, for the podcast, like it'll be
Oh,
our
yeah.
last. And so I'm like, is
Except
it
we
gonna
have
be the
several. We're
but
gonna
I'm
have
like,
to
can
just
some of those go into November?
Mhm.
They're Burr months. They're Burr month
The Burr.
books.
Really, we should do December for our little cutesy. I mean, like we could do like Cinnamon Bun Bookstore in November if we read it. We'll read it.
We'll read it.
But like we've got several Cackle, Grimstone. They're both spooky.
Haven't we done Grimstone on here? Have we? Have we not?
I don't think so.
I don't either. I don't know. I have them wrote down.
because we did Jen's book instead.
Oh yeah,
We had, and then I finished Cackle this weekend. I bought it in the
wait to
airport.
talk about that one.
Because listen, I started one called Hunt Me Darling, and it's like a dark romance. What?
Hump.
Hunt.
Oh, I was like, no wonder it was a DNF. It's called Hump Me Darling.
Hunt. Like, you know.
Well, the
Hunt.
last one was dolls and douchebags. So I feel like
Oh my
there
God, that
is
series
a
is
book
still really good.
called Hump Me
Well,
Darling.
there's probably a book called Hunt Me Darling. I didn't read it. I DNF'd it, but it was Hunt with a T. Hunt Me
Maybe
Darling.
if they would have
It was-
named it with a P, it would have been better.
Hump me, darling. No one humped me. It was the most terrible book I've ever read.
Yeah.
And then I got on Goodreads and
You pulled a Jen,
it was.
read all the horrible reviews.
I did because I was like, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm in a bad mood.
It wasn't you. Well,
'Cause
because this one had a whole bunch of poopy reviews too. I'm like, what is wrong with you people?
I don't know.
Like you were looking for some deep literature,
It takes a lot for me to DNF a book. It really does. I will suffer through a lot of books, like that one, Graveyard Shift, Barnes and Noble. No.
It was really small, though.
It was. That's
so
why I
that
suffered through it.
helps.
It was like 100 pages. It was a novella, but it was terrible. It was so dumb. It was the stupidest book I've literally ever read. But no, this one is like it. It's the way she writes. The storyline was actually really good. It's it's similar to Hollow's Row. Like they're crime scene investigators, and they bring her in, and she likes the, what do they call it? Like macabre or whatever. Gross, weird stuff. But it is like if Carter wrote it. Like,
Yuck.
today I joined the police force to help with this murder investigation, and we will bring them to justice.
I feel like
and I
that's
was like
if I wrote a book.
It's fucking terrible.
That reminds me, did it at all throw you off in this book, like the whole entire time you read it, the quotation marks?
Yes, it did. It took me a minute because sometimes I didn't know when people were
I
talking.
know. Okay.
Why did they do
I
that?
don't know. But, okay, so in this book, the quotation marks are only one.
It's one.
Instead of two. Have you read a book like that?
I haven't. What?
Do you know the reason for that? Is it like the Oxford comma? I did look it up, but
Googled.
it said something like it's the English way or like whatever.
British?
Yeah, but I'm like because then I had to look up. That's ADHD brain for you. I start reading a book, get so thrown off by the quotation marks, Google why this is a thing, then I have to Google where she's from.
Where is she from?
I don't remember, but not freaking
Not from Britain.
no,
Not from Great Britain.
no. And so it just really.
Yeah, it
really threw me off.
because there were some times I had to go back and be like, wait,
I know.
are they talking? He's talking.
I
She's
know.
okay, they're talking.
Yes, it did me too.
I don't like
I
it.
didn't like it either. I'll pay someone to go through with a pin on the cinnamon bun and like just
Make
fill
it
in
a
every
normal
yeah.
quotation marks.
Holy crap. So
Yeah, it was weird.
strange.
I hated it. That's the only book I've maybe ever read that's been like that.
Me
I
too.
think.
That's why I was like, wait a
What
minute.
is this?
So
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I didn't care for that.
I didn't either. I didn't either.
Got anything else?
No, I don't actually.
I don't either.
You got your perfume though, I saw.
Do you smell it on me?
No, I smell it on me.
Oh. I think
In a minute.
have we done enough?
What are we at? Oh yeah.
101.
We need to tell people about this perfume.
Okay.
Did we last week?
I don't think so.
One, I went to Seven Brew today, and the boy who took my order at the end goes, "Do you have essential oils in this car?" And I said, "It's a perfume, but it's made
It's
from
a plant perfume.
it's made from essential oils." And he was like, "It smells really good." And I was like, "Thank you."
It's called Wolfman.
It's called Wolf Shepherd.
Wolf
actually.
Shepherd. I forgot the other one's
okay.
called Green Man.
Green Man, yes, and it's so earthy. And
I know.
you know what? I have it.
Get it. We got it in Salem at the Hauswitch. It's Haus witch. But listen, I'm a tightwad, okay? And it was $56. So it's $56. But it was but listen, they had the sample size out there,
Oh,
like
they were
the travel one.
They
and
were
so
sold out though.
yes, but that's what I thought was $56. Do you remember?
Oh,
Because then I was
yeah.
like, I just can't. Like, I'll just stand near you when you
I
spray
spray
it
it.
because then I'll just get the overspray.
Yeah.
But then you were like, the bottle I bought is bigger. And so I'm like, oh, well,
Yeah.
I'd pay $56 for that. I'll ration the shit out of it.
I can't ration it. I'm just going to have to keep buying it.
I know.
I sprayed it so much.
You know what I'm going to get, though? I'm going to get... I know.
I want to. It smells like I rolled around in a dirt and forest.
It really does smell dirty.
Earthy.
E.
Smells so good.
It is, what'd we say?
Jojoba. Jojoba.
But then it's celery seed, frankincense, vetiver, and patchouli.
Yeah, it's the patchouli that I think drew us in.
For sure, because I am
I-
a patchouli junkie.
Me too. I do want to get the Green Man and
I do
just
too. That's
see what
okay.
it smells like.
Okay, so I also was like, I don't want to buy this if I'm not going to be able to continuously get, like, that shit pisses me off. Like, I would rather never have it than have
or
something
have
and then
to
never
fly
be
to Salem to
every
buy it.
time I need
Yeah.
perfume. So you looked it up. It's Fat and Moon.
Fatandthemoon.com.
Yes, because mine came from, okay, anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself.
It's actually made in California.
Mine came from Texas,
Yeah.
but
there's numerous places online you can buy
yes.
it.
So on the
Switch.
Switch, it was sold out.
Okay.
But they do ship to you.
I think though, okay, so when we were there and I bought it, they had 2 bottles
And
left
I'm assuming,
and no samples.
like, it's just a little local
it's
store.
a little local store. So I bet they ship from the stock
there,
they
right.
have. So I think probably in October it just immediately gets sold out. But you can go, and I will shout them out. The House-Switch,
we don't know.
in Salem. If you can buy it from them, I would try.
Well,
just because
yes.
they're a local Salem store.
But I Googled because they were sold out. So I just Googled the Fat and the Moon, the Wolf Shepherd plant perfume. And I found 2 other websites that have it that you can, and it's
order
the
it from.
same price.
Yes.
I think probably free shipping. Mine came really fast. I just ordered it like Tuesday or Wednesday.
yeah,
I
you
think,
ordered
and
it
got
while I was gone, I think.
Yeah, I got it today. And then
or maybe the day before I left.
But what I like is on those other sites, you can get the cheaper. It's like, what was
sample.
it, like $14 or something for
Yeah,
the sample? Because
it's
I
just
want
like
to
a-
sniff the Green Man,
There's
and
actually a couple.
but I think the other one was like, I can't remember what was in it, but I was like, I don't know if I'll like that or not. But
I'd get a sample.
I'm going
fun
to.
fact, I took this with me to Maine, and every time I sprayed it, everyone there that I was traveling with was like, ugh, shit takes my breath away. And I was like,
it is not for everyone. Yeah.
sorry, not sorry. I love it. It smells so good.
I
And the
know.
bottle is beautiful.
It is.
And it's called Wolf Shepherd.
Right.
What more could you want out of
Who
a
doesn't
perfume?
want to wear a perfume called Wolf Shepherd?
Reals.
Like, I just live outside and dig
Like
my
a wolf.
feet in the dirt.
like
and,
we're rolling on the ground.
scratch like a. What do you want?
Yeah. What is it? What are we doing?
Have you guys ever heard of grounding sheets?
Yeah, grounding mats.
Yeah.
Sheets.
Yeah, they have
Sheets?
sheets, but
Sheets.
but there's
People
also
do that. They
yes,
Bullshit.
bullshit.
Boo sheet.
Boo sheet.
Carmen was telling us she sleeps on a grounding mat. So then I started looking up grounding mats, and Taryn Fisher said on a Tuesdays with Taryn or something about grounding mats, and she said they make sheets too.
Do you want one?
Well, I saw a comment about those on Facebook, and someone was like, I just pet my dog a lot. I
For
guess
what?
because their dog is
Their dog
rolling
is
around on the
grounded.
ground and they touch bare feet to the ground.
Okay.
And
Okay, well, bare feet on the ground. Yeah, that's
That's
grounding.
part of-
Yeah, but
grounding.
they're
Yeah.
saying their dog's bare feet is on the
I'm saying
ground,
the
so they're
dog is
petting
getting
their
the earth-
dog, and
the
it's.
earth on them.
I don't think
it's
that's
the
how it
same.
works, but
Well, and I just want to know for the loyal people that listen to you two ramble,
we
if-
definitely rambled
if
this
they
year.
like me and like having a voice of
I
reason.
vote
They
yes.
probably
I
don't.
think it makes it interesting.
Well,
But that's just my opinion.
we
Could
can-
it be a different voice? Possibly.
well,
At least now we're not both going.
yeah, into the abyss.
when this comes out,
We'll know.
let us know in the comments.
Let us
if you
know if
enjoyed
you
it.
want to hear Ramsey's
Yeah.
dumb voice narrate
and
behind
if you
the
don't,
scenes.
I
I
understand.
think it's
I
fun
live
because
with
then
it.
you can be like, "Hey, you need to talk about this," or "You
Yeah.
guys are
Hey,
stupid."
look this up.
Look
Hey,
this
get
up.
me a
Hey.
tissue.
I like it.
Specifically, my opinion, maybe.
Oh,
on
yeah.
a voice
Nobody
of
cares about
reason.
your
Nope.
opinion. Did you say
Slow
voice
down.
of reason?
Yeah.
Slow it down. It's not how I would refer to you, but okay.
All right. Well,
Like, follow, and subscribe. If you followed this episode, bless your heart, because it was
Bless your heart. This was, you know what?
everywhere.
hey, big shout out to, before we go any further though, Spotify and the folks that download and listen. Those numbers
we
are.
don't really talk about Spotify much,
Spotify.
ever, but it's
Get
been
it.
growing. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Spotify listeners. Tell your
Shout
friends.
out Spotify peeps. Hey, we did good on YouTube, or we gained. We had a little follower bump up.
Yeah.
This
YouTube's
podcast
all
is
about
fire.
the title. We got to we got to understand and have
You know
those
who makes
good
the
titles.
title?
It's not my job. I'm just a talent.
Whatever.
Like, follow, and subscribe. Bye.
Peace out. See you next week.